Hello, people.
Disagree.
We're back with another episode of DaBoys podcast. With me, as always, Crazy Redneck, the old reliable, and your host, Not Metal, and we have a special guest today. He's not a Bush, so he's not Viet Cong. So, please introduce yourself, Mr. Bush.
Uh, I am Bush. I am just some random they pulled from the blue jean server at gunpoint. So, what are we talking about today?
So, we're talking about the psyops or psychological operations. More importantly, the government-paid psychological operations. Okay, so um, after this episode, everyone's gonna be on CIA watch list. All right.
Immediately, CIA
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
list. Top thing you need to
Yeah.
know. Immediately.
After like this.
Is M
Yeah.
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 Is MK Ultra basically psyops?
Nah, it's not sci. It's just reality.
No.
It's just reality, dude.
It's just reality.
it's just how everyone is.
Yeah. After this
I
episode,
am the psyops.
dude, everybody's a psyop. After we
Okay,
finish
what
recording
was-
this episode, CIA GangStalkers will be like, will be like outside your house, there to kill you. So better watch out.
Gonna get bagged.
Better have
They
that.
just walk out. What is this van doing here? There's the bag over my head. Get dragged into the
Better
car.
have that shotgun and barricade yourself inside your house.
Right.
Great question.
What was technically the first psyops?
No,
Do you know of? No, because I'm pretty sure they used it in Vietnam with like you know that ghost
Yeah.
sound thing. They put like the choppers and shit. Yeah, that thing.
Dude.
That's like the only one I know of. But like, that shit would be
most famous.
terrifying. Yeah. If you didn't tell anyone in the area that you're like doing that, you'd like have a shit ton of like Marines and shit like, what the fuck is going on? Because they're all like high and shit, right?
Yeah.
You know how
Like
Stukas
a
whine
bad
when they
trip.
dive?
What?
You know how Stukas whine when they dive?
Yeah.
Do you know that's a psyop? They literally designed.
Oh
that.
yeah, it's
Terrifying.
yeah because it's like it makes
Yeah,
the
and you hear that, you
fucking
know,
noise.
about
Yeah,
to
and they're
be
like, oh
shit.
shit, I'm about to get bombed.
So like, yeah, I guess that's a psyop, but before, no.
Yeah.
I
What?
have a question, Metal.
Yes, sir.
In your opening, right? You said you were the host, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, but here's my question to you, right? You had the idea, right? And then me and you pushed the idea until we eventually did it, right?
Dude, I just
Okay.
like, I realized I did messed up.
See, I think you're trying to make it like a psyop on us, bro. I think
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, this whole podcast is a psyop.
Like, I,
We're all
dude,
lying
dude,
to you.
dude, dude, dude,
Schizophrenic
Standing
rant.
out your window right now.
uh, just
I'm outside your house
I'm
right now.
I'm gonna die with like, with suicide with gunshot wounds in my head in the backside.
Shut
In the
up.
back of your head.
uh,
You'll
Yeah.
die. They'll find you. They'll rule it suicide, and there'll be a knife right in your back.
yeah, about that being the sole host of podcast. I'm really sorry, guys. I did messed up. Okay, I still like can't believe I managed to like convince Red and DTV Dog to do this like weird thing with me.
Weird. What do you mean? See,
Right,
this is-
weird.
you're trying to do a
this silly,
psyop.
this
Just
silly
doing
thing.
things. Yeah, it's just a
No,
whole
it's
psyop.
This silly podcast.
Everyone watching this podcast has been tricked. It's a psyop. Run, go, run. It's just the CIA. They're trying to catch you. Run, you gotta go.
I had the Antichrist. I heard the Antichrist.
It's-
It's so random, dude.
yes, fucking the DaBoys podcast brings in man from middle of the woods who's on schizophrenic rant. Oh, it's just the guy's just like constantly screaming, just shouting his manifesto or whatever. Oh!
I refuse to believe Indians are real.
Who?
They're not real.
And if they are, what do they do? Just play like PUBG all day?
They're
The amount of like PUBG YouTube shorts I've seen, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
I like scroll past it
They're,
every single time. Yet they keep popping up on my everything. It's
Dude,
disappointing.
I'm gonna be honest. They're not playing regular PUBG. They're playing like
Oh.
PUBG Mobile against the
Yeah,
Chinese because they're like eternal enemies. So whenever I hop on there, they're using like all 5 of their fingers while playing on the mobile game. Have you seen those videos? They're like using like 3 fingers to control the whole thing, and then they kick my ass every time I load up that game.
Dude, if you want to like be an absolute Chad on mobile, there's like literal like it's almost like a phone case like thing that you can get on it that will emulate a controller.
Yeah, I know, but like I like there's just video they can't afford that or something like that. But they're playing just on the phone and they're like doing like this stuff you could probably only do on computer like 180s in like half a second. They're like doing it like that. And they have like perfect recoil control. it's like what the fuck?
It's because the Indian government is a psyop, and they ran a psyop and brainwashed those people to think they're beating the Chinese in a real gunfight.
Dude, but that's what it is. Everyone you play against that game is either like Indian or Chinese. So at least when I've played it, and it's always like I know what the Chinese characters look like. So there's that, yeah. And then you see like Hindu or whatever language it is. Is there like 100 languages in India being spoken?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Metal
It's
knows a
like
lot about
something
that,
like
so
that.
Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played like once because of metal. Go figure. And
Played once. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
It just gets crazy. Like sometimes you're in like a complete bot lobby against what can I only imagine as children that you're punting to hell. And the other one is the other one is like you're going up against this race war between Indians and Chinese and they're spamming racial slurs in chat against each other. You're like, what is going on? You know they added like voice chat to that game, I think.
They did.
I think they had it.
Teammates, but
Yeah, to teammates, but you could like get like an Indian dude and a Chinese dude, and they just be yelling at each other the whole time.
Dude, do you guys like bullying children?
Oh, yeah, man.
Sometimes
Play Fortnite on PC.
play Fortnite.
The little kids on my turn.
Dude, they still kick my ass. Those kids on Fortnite.
One sec.
One sec, he's getting his. He's booting up the PC to kick kids' asses in Fortnite. He's like, watch this, and then he's like gonna get like one tapped by some like fucking 2-year-old baby that's been playing since they came out of the womb.
Oh yeah. So have you guys
That's crazy.
heard about Ted Kaczynski or Ted K?
Oh my god. Yeah, I have. It's hard not to. It's hard not to when you've been on the internet for more than half an hour.
And just like go to like Discord servers, weird Discord servers.
Yeah, it's like if you go to a Blue Jeans server, there's at least like 5 people in there with like Ted Kaczynski with a mushroom for a head.
What?
Have you not seen that? There's the guy in the Blue Jeans server.
Oh yeah.
Who likes like the Russians, and he has this like his PFP is Ted Kaczynski with a mushroom head.
Based.
Yeah, it's like, and I made a shitty joke to him. Yeah, this like Farbles guy. And it's just Ted Kaczynski with this shroom head.
Right, what about you? Do you know about Ted Kaczynski?
Yeah. I know who that is. I don't know him personally, but
Nah, I'm asking Red.
Personally.
oh,
No.
Mr. Crazy Redneck. You don't know?
No.
Mr. Bush, why don't you like
wonderful things.
give
Huh?
a summary about Mr. Ted Kaczynski?
Oh, I'm
right.
I see the profile picture.
You know, yeah.
I
Yeah.
see the guy.
So Ted Kaczynski was this guy who used to be a mathematician, believe it or not. Did
yeah.
you know that?
He was.
Yeah. He was this like mathematician, like really smart guy. And I don't remember the full story, but he got somewhere. He like went into the Montana woods. Like just started living there, and he wrote this whole manifesto about. It's pretty famous in the fact that everyone like says it if they're in a like Larper server or something, like the Industrial Society and its consequences on the human race or whatever it was. Yeah, and they always quote the first thing. And he wrote this manifesto, and then he like made a pipe bomb, and then he made a pipe bomb, and he bombed some government building. I can't remember which one, but he's like also known as a Unabomber.
That's hilarious.
And now there's a bunch of schizophrenics that I can't name, but they just go around and like, I love Ted Kaczynski. Mostly they're feds.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I am
consisting of like the OG anti like government psyop, you know.
I am the one who psyops.
Listen,
Yeah.
a theory: Ted Kaczynski is a psyop. Trying to demonize anti-government
Oh yeah.
people. There you go.
I don't.
All
Yeah.
psyops
Everything's a psyop. You're gonna go like insane if you keep carrying it. Like, if you could actually make someone like believe everything's a psyop, they'll actually
always.
like
God.
they'll go insane within the week because they're like, everything's a psyop. Ah.
That's our goal.
They're just like rolling over the woods.
That's our goal.
just-
We
Yeah.
Like, reach more and more people. That's a psyop.
25-year-old
If
hiker.
they go to that point, all you gotta tell them is like, yo, you know, like they have a camera on every tree, and they tell you the woods is a nice place to be. That way they can watch on you, because that's a psyop too. And
Live in cities. Live in dystopian societies. Bro.
Society and its
You could-
consequences.
Yeah, Red lives. You're in Appalachia, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a
You're about to
minute,
get like.
okay.
You're about to get like eaten by fucking Wendigo up there. It's just, yeah, he's been fighting them since he was like a kid.
They've just been like running around the mountains.
Yeah, yeah, that's how they are up there.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah, just, like-
Wendigos are real. They are not psyops, okay? So don't.
Those are real. Those are
ones.
real.
Cryptids, Wendigos,
you know what else
and
is-
Skinwalkers, they are
real?
real.
You know what
Fuck.
else is real? Psyop.
I had this like crazy story when I did a Vietnam reenactment when I was 2 years ago or something, and one night it just starts pouring rain. It just starts fucking pouring and thundering, and half of the guys go out on a patrol on this night for whatever reason. I don't know why, and then the other half, which I was, were there to guard the FOB forward operating base. Yeah. So we're there, and I'm like, okay, you guys have first watch. I'm gonna go. Me and this other guy, we take a nap. So, because it's their watch, not ours. So we're sleeping, and we wake up in the middle of the night. They're not fucking there. The people who are supposed to be watching are not there. The people who went out to do a patrol, they weren't there either. So I was like, okay. We had these two like old radios, right? The PTT somethings from like Vietnam, right? So I'm like, okay, leave this one here. You go out, see if you can find them, and we can contact each other through this radio. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go check this house over there first, which is like this community thing that everyone slept in if something got like really bad. So he went there. 20 minutes goes by. My radio doesn't work. So I'm like, at this point, it's pouring rain. The tent we were in, it rained so much that they ripped a hole in, and you couldn't actually like sleep in there. So I'm huddled in this back of this truck while thunder, everything's going on around me, soaked with water, just having a bad time. And oh god, it was like, I'm not sure if I was hallucinating, if this is real, but I'm like, every thunder strike was like a few seconds in between. So, and the FOB was in this in front of this big field, like elevated, so you can look at this big field of like wheat and whatever. And I see like figures moving through this tall grass like every other moment, and they're like fucking 8 foot tall or something. I think I was just like really tired at that point because we've been getting like so little sleep from like the VC attacks, quote unquote. But like shit was like moving through these fucking this weed, and I'm starting to go crazy. I'm like, where is everyone I know and stuff? And I'm like, what happened was that this stuff was just happening. I keep seeing these like things move, but I would like keep like passing out and like sleeping because I was pretty scared, but at the same time I was like, I don't want to fucking die to whatever the fuck this is. So I like keep falling asleep and waking up. And in the morning, the rain is gone. Everyone's still not at base, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this house. And you wanna know what the most fucked up thing is? They were all at that house, and no one thought to look for me when I did not show up.
I get it.
So I got there,
it.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
these fuckers.
What gun did you have?
I had an M60.
Was it airsoft?
No. These were blanks.
Here's it.
Dude, if I was you and I had a pig and I saw stuff moving out there,
Yeah, I know, but the thing was, it was a blank gun, wasn't it? So I'm not trying to draw attention to myself. I'm not trying to draw attention to myself.
Here's what I think what happened.
they could have heard you shooting and they're like, oh yeah, there's somebody out there.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm not trying to. I know it wasn't the VC2 moving through the grass because they were all inside.
I think
too.
what
Like everyone was.
The VC.
Yeah.
The guys.
Yeah.
The guys who was like guarding the FOB, this probably saw that, and they were like, I'm out. And the guy you sent out, like to find those guys. When he reached there, and he told them what happened, he was like, "No, I'm not going out there back." He never radioed you back.
Yeah.
And there's
it's oh god. Yeah, dude, it was like they didn't even fucking go back looking for me. They just all assumed I was gonna go inside.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, I don't know where they went because these guys went in patrol one way, and the guy with the radio went on a patrol like the other way, like two different locations. And I have no idea what happened to them. They're just like, oh, we went to the house.
I think they just saw that thing too, and they were like, listen, no one ever talks about it. Let's go to that house and lock ourselves and hide in that house.
Just lock the doors so I couldn't go in. Just lock the doors so like fucking. They didn't lock the doors though. It was just irony, really. But I think like skinwalkers are a real thing because I live in admin's state, which is Arizona.
Yeah.
So he goes out to the rain. I never seen him go out there at night or whatever. But fucking some parks, like there's like 2 videos. There's not just 2. There's like a few like stuff that circulates on Snapchat once in a while of what's either a skinwalker running around these children parks at like 1 a.m. or just some really high homeless man. That's just like running on all fours, completely naked, like completely naked. But it's like, yeah, it is. We don't in it. Yeah, shit. Yeah, there's videos. He's like Arizona Skinwalker. I don't have them exactly, but I could probably find them on YouTube.
Can I go to Arizona just for those dang reenactments? We don't have any of those around here.
We don't have any reenactments in Arizona.
Where was that one at?
I went up to Illinois. They have a Skinwalker ranch in like fucking Utah.
Like we literally don't have even like we don't have airsoft. We don't have anything. Paintball, nothing.
Yeah, you live in butt fuck nowhere.
Yeah, but could you imagine the kind of cool like stuff you could have with accidents and stuff in the middle of nowhere?
That's true.
Like that'd be awesome. People would
that
get
would
hurt,
be cool.
Retards, and they don't know how to like, navigate terrain.
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
But yeah, but you've seen like those videos of like the skinwalkers that like people see. They're like, it's like this humanoid person walking around, and they're just like shouting like help. And like they wait unhumanly long, like 10 seconds or like something like really long, and then you go help again, and they're like wobbling, like they don't know how to walk. It's like weird. Like I've seen one of the videos. Is just guys just like he's just camping. He's like trying to test camping gear. They just hears this like this guy just yelling for help. And human eyes don't typically like glow
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
under light, and this guy's eyes were glowing.
Oh,
So this
shit.
guy was like, "Fuck that!" In the video, yeah, this guy's eyes were glowing, and there was like no like, I don't know what causes. It's like dog eyes, you know, where you take a picture of them and they're that thing. Yeah, I was like that, but on like a guy.
Human eyes don't really do that.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
A lot of like weird instances where human eyes have done that. Like very rarely, people's like.
Well, yeah, I've seen it through like some family photos where it's like, but that's like if the flash is like direct, like hitting directly in like the center or whatever, of your pupil or whatever. But
A lot of times
this
you'll get
this guy
black
was
eye.
facing away from the camera and like stuff, and it was like just glowing. So that's like very animalistic character, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
It-
psyop.
It's not a science. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's real.
Skinwalkers, Wendigo, Cryptids, these are real things, okay? These are not government-paid psyops.
Cryptids.
Okay?
Dude, there's some weird cryptids though. Like, what are like East Coast cryptids? There's like this like really ugly pig, and its whole thing is that he's really sad because he's really ugly. That's
just
what-
sad.
Yeah.
So bad. What's he do? Like go like murder people because he's so sad and depressed and the world's so terrible.
The European cryptids is pretty funny. They're just gnomes.
Isn't the
and shit.
Mothman cryptid?
Yeah, he's
like the
for West Virginia.
Yeah, that is like kind of close to where I live.
Yeah.
I find that kind of funny. Freaking Mothman. They don't even have like a
Yeah.
statue and everything for him.
Yeah, it's
You
like
can tell it's not kind of funny.
you know that Chupacabra thing,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Metal
You know they like
Fat.
they like quote unquote found it one time,
Mhm.
and then they like ran it over, and it was just like this dog. It was just a dog.
It was just a dog, man.
You know, there's a government site. What that? Wait, what? Oh, Bureau of Land Management. It said BLM.gov. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah, they have
like for real?
Bureau of Land Management.gov, and it has a thing dedicated to cryptids, North
the
American
government's here
cryptids.
to help.
Nah, dude. You know,
Yeah.
this shit's real.
This hits.
Let's talk about some modern day psyops.
Modern day.
Your existence is a psyop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying, man.
Like,
Like,
have you
how
heard
do
of the-
live where
Wait,
you
I
live?
wanna go back to a cryptid real quick because I just discovered this. The Loveland Frogman is just a humanoid frog.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. That was cool.
yeah, yeah.
I
They
was
have
the one,
these-
like one person's seen him.
Yeah.
Police or something. That drew a really crappy photo.
Yeah.
Those are
Just
the best ones.
there's just some really weird fucking cryptids that are they're just kind of funny. Yeah, Mothman is for West Virginia, obviously. And then mine is the Thunderbird
That sounds interesting.
and
I
or
don't think I've heard
Skinwalker.
that one.
Thunderbird's yeah.
Have you guys heard of the unintentional psyop the U.S. military pulled off in Afghanistan with their forces? I'm not
Oh,
sure.
I know what you're talking about.
Let me educate Metal on this. Okay, Metal. Back in Afghanistan, right? We would get chads and we looked like pimps. You know, we had our sunglasses on, right? Look at a lot of
Yeah.
pictures. We were wearing like sunglasses or safety glasses. Well, the going like thing among like the Taliban, ISIS, and all those people was that we could see those were like X-ray glasses, and we could see you naked, right? And that
yeah, I
we could see if you had a gun on you, and to hide your wives anytime that the U.S. military and they had those glasses on, because they could see your wife naked. I'm not even kidding.
Bro.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw like some Arab dude talking about that on like YouTube. They're like,
Yeah.
we thought they could like see through us and stuff like that. Like, yeah, X-ray visions, shit like that. And I'm like,
I'm
there's
finding it
no
too.
way they actually think that, but it's true. Apparently, at least some people thought that was.
Yeah, Afghani is really around like
Yeah,
the brightest of people. They're kind of
yeah,
retarded.
yeah,
I don't put anything past them, dude.
yeah. But it's dude, like Iraqi freedom, all that stuff. That shit was like a real wake up for the people who live in that area, because the Iraqis, they're like fighting on the border of like Iraq and Kuwait, but like when Baghdad fell, a majority of the army was like still on the border, if I remember the story correctly, and like people were like going up to them, like Iraqis, they're like, there's no reason to fight anymore because like Baghdad like already fell at that time because of, like Marines and like the recon groups and stuff. And it was just like crazy to them because they're like used to fighting like line wars, but the U.S. just did a massive flank on them. It was crazy.
Let's see, take out that reminded me of something.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Iraq,
We
that
forgot it.
WMD was like the greatest Psyop of the whole time.
Yeah. Dude, the shit this U.S. pulls off, like, in modern conflicts, at least, fucking weirdly crazy and shit.
Amazing.
Especially against like guerrilla forces where they're like retarded. And
Yeah.
they go up the thing and they just like start making stuff up. And they're like, oh,
Yeah, they're like
nice
years.
to see us naked.
Well, yeah, because in that area, they also, I know the guy you're talking about, he also, like, talked about how in the area, like, the soldier was, like, AK, like, 80s gear, shit like that. And they see Americans come in with, like, this, like, body armor and, like, M4 platforms. They're like, whoa, what the hell is this?
Guess
They
space.
didn't know that was, like, a gun. Well, they knew it was a gun, but they're like, what they knew a gun was, like, their AKs and whatnot.
Yeah.
AKs, SKSs, Mosins, whatever they used.
Rocks.
But man, oh
Slingshot.
man,
Rocks, slingshots, catapults.
man, oh man, they
26.
still like work with AK.
Shit. That's actually another thing. You've seen the those Syrian cannons?
Oh yeah.
They one of, I think I've seen, it was just one of them. I don't know how many used, but they're like making like homemade mortars and shit like that. They actually like took a cannon from a museum and actually used it
Yeah.
as artillery.
Have you seen this dude
That's a fucking base.
the
thing.
Ukrainians using like they're like putting if I can remember
MG42s.
correctly, they're putting like the back like the propellant of an RPG, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they're slapping a mortar on that. And the way they do it is they literally get it and then they put the mortar face down, you know, the boom boom part to the
Right.
ground. They get a propellant stick thing, put it on it, and they just boom, boom, just beat it on the ground. I don't know how they have not blown themselves up yet.
I haven't seen it done before. I assume that was like early war, like pretty
Oh,
early
yeah,
when they didn't have
probably.
anything. But like
I've
I've seen a lot of drone footage.
Yeah, I've seen some of that crap. I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of Ukrainians messing with mines though, and that's the funny stuff ever.
Yeah,
I've
well,
really
they're
walked up to them
tank
and just pick 'em up.
mines. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
but-
tank mines, aren't
Yeah,
they? So they don't
yeah,
really
but
get
it-
set off by them.
Yes,
Or
do.
they're just
They
so
can get set
fucking
off.
old. They're just so
Yeah,
old.
Because they can
They're
actually get set
yeah.
off by just vibration. Of like, so
Yeah.
they're basically set up to where if the tank misses it, right? If it rolls beside of it, it vibrates a little bit, it senses it, and it can at least blow up and maybe blow a track off or do something to
Right.
it. So, and then being old is kind of a win-lose situation because on one hand it could be so old that it just doesn't work,
Or
it
it
could be
could go
so
off
old
at
that you
any
could breathe
time.
on it and it just explodes.
Yeah.
And I've seen like one. I guess it were. I don't know. I hope they disarmed them. I pray to God they disarmed them. But they had like 8 lined up in a row, and this dude just jumped across all 8 of them.
Yeah, I
standing
remember.
on the thing. I think they were disarmed. I hope
They're-
to God though. If they wasn't, they were frozen solid,
They-
man.
Yeah, they were probably disabled or something. But
And I
yeah,
love
speaking of
watching
the
people tire them.
Ukraine thing, their momentum in the north is like unfucking precedented. It's like
It's like
crazy.
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, well, it entirely is blitzkrieg, except like the Russians know not to get surrounded at certain times, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
So,
the
I think it
Russians-
in Leaman, whichever way you pronounce it. I think some people say they got encircled, some don't. I think the main thing is that like 5,000 got surrounded in Lehman. But the
Yeah.
map I used, it didn't show they got encircled. It showed that they retreated.
Oh, there's like a lot of talk. That was a couple of days ago, so it's probably resolved. But like they was gonna either get surrounded or retreat, one or other, and he just did that order where they can't retreat unless ordered to. So if
That's
it was ordered to, they're still there and they're surrounded.
Yeah.
And that's a
Well,
pretty good place to be.
according to the news, yeah, they all like surrendered to die in Lehman, so there's like no one there anymore.
Like
And
at that point, like why would you fight? You're like, there's no way in God's green earth you're gonna get out of that. There's an entire army around you.
the reason why they still fight even after getting surrounded usually is if they were good morally standing people, you know, like they treated their POWs like correctly and stuff, and they're like, okay, then they don't have to worry about anything. But like they're afraid of getting like brutally killed because Russia has not been very nice to their POWs.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get by Russians.
War crimes.
Yeah, have you've seen the like the photos of like people from like Azov that were POWs or whatever, and they got like returned, like these POWs,
Yeah,
like
the one win they got,
Nobody cares
Russia
about
gave it away.
Azov.
yeah, well, it's not that. It's like they went in like totally like jacked and fit and well fed, and they come back, they're like lacking
Yeah, like-
body mass, like they haven't been fed, like they barely fed.
War crimes.
Yeah, it's literally like half of what Russia does over there, just war crimes. They lost
Yeah.
a city.
Kind of based.
Oh, they were and the way that they handled that was like, okay, we could possibly take this city, or we could be massive babies, and just retaliate and drop white phosphorus on all of it. That's exactly what they did. They just
yeah.
dropped white
Look,
phosphorus
look,
after the
look.
Ukrainians captured it.
Kind of Sigma Grindset. You know what?
Oh yeah,
Can't
Russia,
take the
Russia's
city,
on a
but
Sigma Grindset.
Can't take the city.
Yeah, well, I had to
let's
break
just
it to
drop
them.
phosphorus. There you go.
Oh no,
The
it's
Sigma grind
nah,
set,
it's not.
yeah,
It's
that's
not.
doing
That's
very
not a Sigma grind set. It just destroy everything you worked for.
It is.
Yeah, it's like we lost this. Okay.
It's
Well,
only
we tried to
Sigma
take it.
grind set if it pertains to like money.
Yeah, like that's like, okay, we want America. Let's just nuke it so nobody can have it.
Yeah,
Like that's not exactly the.
that's not the
great
best
move.
idea. Because you
Like,
just
yeah, I
kill
guess they
everyone.
don't have it anymore. They don't have it anymore, sure, but
It's
I
like
mean, the Ukrainians still
yeah.
own that chunk of land. They took it back. So whether it's burnt or not, they lost it, and the Ukrainians have it now.
yeah.
That's just them more or less being crybabies.
Let's get
Yeah.
back.
I feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and they're like, they're like halfway into the Lysychansk.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
The
hilarious.
the LPR is that's what it's called. I know it's DPR and LPK or LPR. I don't really know.
Yeah, whatever.
You know what? It could be a Psyops. The Ukraine war could be a whole Psyops.
to
God,
what do you mean
get
it's
for the
not?
U.S. to get rid of shit.
What do you mean
It
it's not? It
literally
is.
could not. Listen. It could not even be a thing. And it could just be a thing to, like, you know, do normal Psyop stuff. To instill fear into people. You know what I mean? Like 9/11.
Fear into
It all
NATO.
comes back. It all comes back to 9/11. I'm telling you.
What started Vietnam? 9/11. No, what do you mean? No. it's like what the
It all
fuck?
leads back. It all leads back to that, dude.
Do you
No,
remember
it-
in the opening, the early days of Ukraine war, there was this video, and those guys, like, they were supposed to be like dead bodies. One of them just like during a live stream just wakes up like, "Hey, are we done here?" The Ukrainians were like showing
Yeah.
how many civilians were died. Like, he just like
How many who
open up-
died?
yeah, how many?
He said citizens.
Citizens. Oh.
He just like or like gets up. He's like, "Hey, are we done here? Like done here filming?" And this live streaming is on.
Dude, I think it's hilarious. On one side, you got retard Russia that doesn't know, like, anything.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you also have like one of the single most corrupt country in all of Europe. It's
Ukraine.
like you really can't trust literally anything out of either
Yeah.
one of them. You
I
got
would
Crybaby
like,
Loser,
I would have
and
like
then Big
cared
Corrupt
for
Winner.
I would have like cared for the Ukraine, but they're like both like like peddling that propaganda. So I'm like, no, fuck you guys. You guys fight. I'm gonna just watch some cool combat footage video.
Dude, I don't like either country, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do root for Ukraine just for the simple fact it'd be the funniest thing ever if Russia lost to Ukraine,
Oh
which
yeah.
I mean
I
it
mean,
kind of are
They
right now. I just
they can't. Yeah, they technically are right now. I'm not gonna say anything like, "Oh, Russia will never lose," or
they could like
the only people that I know that I don't know really people that support Russia, but the ones that do support Russia are like neckbeards and shit,
brain
or they're like brain dead Larpers, like some people in the Blue Jeans
Dude,
server.
I had this friend, right? He was a Russian fanboy, and then he like
Yeah.
I made him mad one time, so he blocked me for like literal months. Then he comes back because we had flooding. He's like, "Yo, I just wanted to see if you're alright." And then we started talking. You know, I was like, "Yo, did you see on the news where Russia's taking this absolutely massive L?" I've yet to receive a message from him since.
Dude, you want to know the funniest thing about like the RUSFOR Larpers and like the Milsim West and stuff?
Mhm.
You know who the main importer of all this like Russian gear is?
Who?
It's like this German furry,
That's hilarious.
like a gay German furry. So I'm like, so whenever I tell my friends that do it, I'm like, how's it feel to basically get supplied like your gear by a gay German furry?
What is name like? What is name?
If it, Zuda, he's in the Blue
Oh,
Jean
yeah.
server.
Oh my god,
He's
we're
gay?
gonna
I think I think he's gay.
we're gonna get kicked out from
He
like,
might not. But
Blue Jeans
we're gonna get
server.
banned from Blue Jean
Oh, yeah.
server.
For sure. Just like don't ever like talk about it.
I mean, technically, this isn't in their server, and it's outside, so we can kind of say whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we're like giving people's address.
It's not like you're both admins in the server.
Yeah, exactly.
We kind of like back to like Blue Jean. Hey man, it wasn't us. It was this bush.
Yeah,
You
it
can
was
kick
this
him
bush.
out.
It was your server booster.
Yeah,
exactly.
he was this fat. He was this fat guy.
He brought it up. Hey, I'm just like, hey, I'm just bringing up conversation.
I'm gonna just like edit this out
Yeah.
Why?
for fun.
They don't care. Yeah, they don't really care.
Yeah,
Find
man.
something funny.
Let's get
You
back
think
to
they?
the topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people think it's funny,
about it.
but you think they're really like watching us
Oh, no.
under magnifying glass?
Yeah, like our last video got like 100 views. I think we'll be fine.
They don't.
This
They
are like the-
really wouldn't give a fuck.
You know what else is a psyop?
Your mom.
Oh yeah, she is, but like, what else is a
Yeah.
psyop?
Hey yo, what? Elaborate on that one.
Not gonna elaborate on that
No.
one.
Not gonna.
Do you know about Leanbeefpatty Bush?
Yeah, she's an absolute Chad, bro.
She is the like biggest psyop.
Nah, fam.
Very.
You know who's a psyop?
She is.
You know who was a real psyop though?
Look.
That
here's
what's
the
that guy who does Liver King? Liver King's a freaking
Liver
psyop.
Yeah.
He was like 4 foot tall.
Is he
Yeah.
4 foot?
And-
Yeah.
I don't know, he's super short, but like the amount of liver he eats supposedly would literally kill him. You cannot eat that much liver; you will die. This dude is definitely a psyop, bro.
Oh no,
Like, yeah, you can say
I
whatever
think
you
he's
want about
funny
what he
as
eats,
shit.
but
Like,
Yeah,
speaking
you
of
can
Leanbeefpatty, like
But that dude is a lot more like psyop than her, like 10 to 1.
I think he's so funny to watch because he's like running around shirtless and like shit in
Chasing
like
women.
New York, like New York, like scaring the shit out of people.
oh yeah,
Like
there
in
was,
New York, like
yeah, there was
I-
this one video. He was like chasing women. Chasing women.
yeah, no, I remember, dude, when he's like in Africa, he's just with the like actual primates. Have you seen those ones? He's like chase. There's a video where he's like chasing down these like African children.
Dude, I gotta see that. That sounds
That's
hilarious.
Sigma Grindset right there.
That Sigma Grindset chase African children shirtless.
And
he's
gentlemen.
he's so scary as an actual person. Like,
I don't know though. Like,
I
if you're
bet
taller than
he's
him,
the
that's not
nice.
being
I bet
intimidating.
he's a nice guy, but I am never like
Mhm.
walking up to him. And, like, really,
Bush,
I'm just gonna be
let
like,
me
what
ask
the
you a
fuck?
question. Let me ask you. Have you
Alright.
Make
ever
fun of him
seen
for how short he is.
Have you ever seen like a girl with like big biceps with big abs? Have you ever seen one?
No,
Like
I have.
yeah,
I've seen them in like magazines, maybe,
I mean yeah,
where they're
you
like
see them
promoting
in
sports
magazine,
stuff for
but
women. Yeah, but not in real life. No.
Exactly. You don't know if they are real, right? They are sap. This guy,
I have a question. I have
Red.
a question for you guys.
Let me speak, Red. Okay.
You guys, I have
This
a question
guy.
for you guys.
Red.
Have you guys, okay, let's go back to
Okay.
since you play that card. Have you ever seen somebody, Liver King, in real life, that doesn't shower ever, doesn't bathe, nothing like that? He's only liver, essentially. Walks around shirtless, barefoot.
we are
outside.
I'm
we are
pretty
not-
sure he
we are not-
showers. I'm pretty
No,
sure he
I-
showers.
Look,
Maybe he
we
might
are
shower,
not
but
Liver
use
King
soap or
fans.
nothing.
You on the other hand, like is a big simp for Leanbeefpatty. He's like
No,
the
and
biggest.
just what
okay,
you're saying makes no
look,
sense.
I'm sorry.
look.
Don't you follow Leanbeefpatty on TikTok?
Who, me?
He
Yeah.
does. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is-
He's not real.
Yeah, that's
Metal
what
is trying to
that's
make a
what I'm
point
trying
that
to
doesn't make
say.
sense. Metal, have you seen like a jack dude in real life? Like an absolute
Yeah.
jacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
No,
Actually,
you
yeah,
haven't,
jack
Metal.
people, yeah.
Metal.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. You live in an
Not
area
women.
where like everybody's
Dude.
trying to find food.
Yeah.
I mean, we do actually try to find
I'm not
food,
gonna
but
say where
like,
that is,
we
but-
live off land. But I have seen jack dudes. Okay,
It was a psyop.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's the
Everything else
biggest
is an
psyop,
attempted
look.
psyop.
Yeah,
Look.
it's an attempted
that's
psyop.
not look.
Okay,
Now
talk.
you keep
Just
like,
talk. Why don't you just talk, Metal?
I'm talking
Go on,
like,
Metal.
if
Talk.
you like dog again, you are gay. Okay, that's I'm
I'm only gay
explaining
for
to.
you.
He's gay.
What?
He's gay.
He was gay. He's gay.
No, see,
Yeah.
it's homosexual.
You know what-
Okay. Homie.
Okay,
Not
homo.
homo.
That's what
Homie,
I'm
not homo.
explaining to
You're
like
right.
Red. She is not real. You are like falling trap of government psyop. Government wants this.
Dude,
Like,
you're not real.
yeah,
How do I know
I'm
you're
not real.
How do I know you're real?
I'm not real. I'm, dude.
Oh, fun
I
fact.
literally like established this in like the first episode. I'm not real. You are not real. DTV dog is not real. I never seen this guy, this bush guy. He's not real. We are all
Right.
psyops.
Yeah, how do we know he's alive?
We're
How do we know
all
that he's
feds
he's-
talking to each other.
Yeah.
We're all feds.
You wanna know something funny, Bush?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have Metal's toe pics. Well, feet pics.
Yeah.
I'm not joking either. I'm serious.
He
I'm
is gonna
dead
like
serious.
tell
I'll even
every.
send it to you
He's
if
gonna
Metal
tell
wants.
everyone.
Wait, let's
He's
get a
gonna-
toe. Let's get a toe check. Let's fit in a quick toe check into this podcast
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude.
they are
of
like,
Metal's feet. Let's rate a.
They are.
Let's rate his toes.
You're gonna throw up. You're gonna throw up. Literally.
Hey, I'll be the decider. I'll be the judge of that.
Alright. Yeah, Metal. Can I send you? Well, I'll have to scroll like that. I'll send it to you later, I guess. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
that was months and months ago, and I have like 3,000 images and videos and stuff. So that they're pretty far.
He just
down
has
now.
like
Just 3,000
fungus.
lean
He's like
Beefpatty.
growing like
That's
mushrooms.
Nah,
Streets in the
I'll
lean
give it to him.
patty
I
pics.
give it to him. He takes care of his feet. Yo, you want to link me patty? Look. Look
No.
at me.
Nah,
Hey.
man,
Here.
she is not real. Like,
Hey.
You're not real, okay?
yeah, yes, I
You
am
said it
not
yourself that
real.
you're not
I mean,
real,
That's
so-
like I'm like explaining this like for like months. I'm not real.
If you
Yeah,
get
no,
into your
I'm
head,
just- I'm
the
just-
accident
I'm-
wasn't your fault. The accident
I'm
wasn't your fault.
I'm just confirming what you're saying, Metal.
What are you?
The accident
What
was
are
your
you
fault.
saying?
It's
You know what I
it's
think? You
not.
know what I think it is.
not your
You know what I
fault
think
he
it is.
died.
I think Metal's jealous. I think he's jealous that he doesn't have as great of a Giga Chat physique as Leanbeefpatty has, and he just
Right.
despises her for that very reason.
Because she's not real.
You're just lonely, dude.
She is
You
not real.
been
Nah,
Uh,
nah.
have
that-
those
that's
have
exactly
those
what it is.
logs in the woods been getting a bit too curvy for you?
Hey, yo, dude, that sounds painful.
He like
That just
literally
sounds
lives
so
in
painful,
words.
dude.
Red
You might need to go
lives
see
in
a
words.
doctor.
No, you
Yeah,
guys.
but that doesn't mean to do that. I mean, if you're doing that, Bush, you might want to go to the doctor.
That's you, man.
No, that is straight up you.
Hey, man. I'm trying to
No,
hunt down
you-
admin results to prove
yo,
he's a
listen.
psyop.
Listen,
It's
saying.
metal.
that's you.
I'm gonna just end this like recording
Alright,
right
Dude, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
shit.
Like, no, this is going too far.
A
Did you
bridge
actually
too
end it?
far.
Actually ending it?
Yeah, I'm ending it. Just
don't-
hey, Bush,
Did
why
you-
don't you just
yeah.
give us like dad advice? We always do.
Yeah, give us your dad advice.
Dad advice of what?
Yeah. Anything. We
I'm-
stole
I'm-
it.
I'm-
I'm-
We
I'm
stole
like-
this from Grindset.
You got 5 seconds.
Right. Don't be nervous around girls and do drugs because women like it, I guess.
All right.
Do weed.
That was great.